Hey guys, it's Kyle. With so many new names, so many new faces on this channel, I figured I would just take the time to start this video off by welcoming all of you. I'm Kyle, as I think I already might have mentioned, and within the last few days I passed 100 subscribers, 127 at the time of writing this. You know, seeing that number sort of stuns me. Many people might say that 100 or 127 isn't a lot in the grand scheme of YouTube, but it feels like damn near a million to me. Throughout this last week, I was steadily crawling towards the 100 subscriber milestone, and I distinctly remember being at 97 and thinking, well, shit, I need to do a video celebrating all the subscribers, but what can I do? After just too much brainstorming and trading ideas with friends, I've decided upon just keeping things simple for this video. Maybe someday we'll reach another milestone and I'll do something like eat a ghost pepper, or hire a bunch of people on Fiverr to recreate the congratulations scene from Evangelion. Who knows what the future has in store for us all. So, let's keep things easy and breezy and go over the history of how It's Just Kyle came to be, and how we got to this very moment in time. The journey starts on September 14th, 2019. At least, the channel started on that day. Prior to It's Just Kyle, I had two kind of failed channels, one dedicated towards gaming, and one dedicated towards music edits created in a rough period of my life. The remnants of the latter channel are still present on this one, as I took all the uploads from the previous channel, closed out the account, and made them the first 18 or so videos featured on It's Just Kyle. I feel that the low view count of those edits kind of summarizes how they exist in my mind today. Low effort videos made in a time when I desperately needed to express myself through any medium I could. However, It's Just Kyle was not created just to be the same videos with a new name. I wanted it to be something more. I wanted it to be a hub for everything that is me, old and new, good and bad included. And before talking about the primary series on my channel, we still have one small video to recognize. A Way Out is Beautiful is a video that I still look fondly back on, despite how awkwardly I made it. I feel that video was a good first step into learning how to edit for me, as rough around the edges as it may be. I also remember receiving quite a lot of positive feedback on that video from friends and family, and that video kind of made me feel like, yeah, I can make videos, and at the end of the day, at least one person will watch them. It's time to talk about Some Like It Hot. I could probably talk about this single series for the rest of my life. Just from the production of it to some of the stories that came out of it. Some Like It Hot was my first attempt at creating a series ever. And I think that I learned more than I could ever say in those 10 to 11 weeks. To start, I'd say that globally, these last 2 or so years have not been easy. And I think that the combination of being cooped up indoors juxtaposed with working full-time in an extremely uncertain environment left me in dire need to create something. And that need led to Some Like It Hot, a weekly food review show where I would seemingly prepare food incorrectly each week and in part review the products unjustly. What started as a simple joke about Arizona recommending you heat up their beverages devolved into the longest series my channel has ever seen. And I'm thankful to have experienced it all. Something that I feel is noteworthy is that the show was completely unscripted. Particularly in the first episode, you can still see quite a bit of anxiety from me, because it was really my first time in front of the camera alone. And on top of that, I was just trying to make up the script as I went along. As the weeks progressed, I'd say I got more comfortable. But with every episode I recorded and edited, there's probably 10 to 15 minutes of cut footage where I'm trying to figure out what to say next. Awkward pauses, and me giving up on certain stories or memes partway through telling them. I'd say discipline and creating a schedule were what ensured that show could exist for me. If I tried to go at it without a schedule, I'd never have seen so many episodes through. Upon creating the show, I decided that episodes would go up on Saturday, no matter what. To start, I worked my actual job every day except Monday and Tuesday, so the production of an episode would start Monday afternoon. Firstly, I would go to the local convenience store and pick an item or two, and would begin plotting on how I'd incorrectly prepare the item. Nowadays, I can recognize that some of the concepts for the episodes definitely worked better than others. I'd record an episode on Monday during the day. Traditionally, it would take about an hour or two depending on how many mistakes I'd make and how many foods there were to review. After recording, I'd clean up everything because oftentimes these episodes would produce some amount of a mess, and then it was time to edit. I'll admit, Some Like It Hot was all edited using iMovie. I'm sure that doesn't come as a surprise to those who have seen the show, and I want it to be known that I don't still use iMovie. At the time, that was the only editing software that I knew of. And now I can recognize how inefficient it was to edit on. Given my limited understanding of editing at the time and the questionable software I was using, I'd spend the remainder of my time on Tuesday and nights after work editing the episode. Friday night was technically the due date of the episode I was working on, as I'd have to export the video and have it ready to be uploaded to both YouTube and Instagram by Saturday around noontime. So I followed that schedule for about 10 or 11 weeks in total, but around week 6 I realized that I was quickly getting burned out and that my drive to create something was rather quickly deteriorating. Initially, I was just going to continue to make episodes indefinitely, but towards the latter half of the season I realized that despite wanting to introduce a narrative to the story, I needed to wrap up the season, and I could pick up the story at a later date. After finishing and uploading the finale of the first season of Some Like It Hot, I didn't feel right ending the weekly uploads like that. I felt like I was letting a handful of people down by ending a show that they had just kind of begun to like. And that guilt at first led to me rushing towards working on a second season. But in the same breath, I could also recognize that I didn't want to hastily continue the show in an attempt to appeal to people, as that would probably produce a product nobody really liked. I feel that pressure and excitement is kind of the backbone to the first upload after Some Like It Hot finished. A video called Rambling About Art and Counting Coins. In the video, I talk about a number of things. But to this day, what I remember most about the video is my excitement to move on to a second season of Some Like It Hot and ideas I had. We are just under 2 years since that video was uploaded, and I'd argue that I'm just a little bit farther than I was then on a second season of Some Like It Hot. I know, it's been a long 2 years since Some Like It Hot originally aired, and maybe people don't even care about it by this point and have moved on. But I want to promise that before I die, I'll make a second season of that show. There is still a story I want to tell with it. After rambling about art and counting coins, we enter an era of low-effort memes and assorted videos. Essentially, after Some Like It Hot, I really just wanted to kind of kick back and make some easier, shorter videos, and I'd say that all of these filled the creative void within me for the time being. Amidst the low-effort meme era, we begin to see the inklings of some new ideas. Kyle Reads is a series in which I simply read a book aloud, primarily Goosebumps books. I really enjoyed making these, as they were rather easy to record and were something I hadn't really seen before from other people on YouTube. Part audiobook, part me riffing on the book. It's a series I'm looking forward to continue in the future as I unearth more books from my childhood. Alongside Kyle Reads is Cham and Kyle Play Portal 2, my first attempt at gaming content since A Way Out is Beautiful. I'll admit, when I initially streamed us playing the game on Twitch, I didn't know what bitrate was, so the video looks like shit. And to this day I'm annoyed that trying to annotate the video on iMovie is like trying to count stars in terms of difficulty and satisfaction. Despite my annoyance with the final product, watching this video now is really endearing, and it might be one of my favorite videos on my channel. Maybe in the future I'll redo the annotations, but there is absolutely nothing to be done about that god-awful bitrate. After the low-effort memes and assorted videos, It's Just Kyle took a heavy gaming focus, from archived streams, clips from streams, and compilations of stream clips. I don't think I realized quite how many videos existed within this space. I'd say that at the time I was really bogged down with work and school, and in response to that I was looking to make easier content on both Twitch and YouTube, and I kind of flooded my own page with gaming content. More than anything, I do not want my channel to be just one single thing, and nowadays I look back on that period kind of frustrated that I didn't switch it up at all, and mostly low views of streaming stuff kind of cements my feelings on it all. The gaming only era wasn't all bad though, as it saw the introduction of Monopoly to my channel. I don't quite remember where all of our fascination with Monopoly Plus began, but it kept us enamored for weeks. I always felt that the 3 Monopoly compilations are some of the best gaming-related videos on this channel, as it reminded me a lot of the Let's Plays and gaming commentary channels I grew up watching, and I don't think that they're that poorly edited either. I remember distinctly recording and editing the video. It felt like a dream. Although it was made rather easily, I wanted to be the video that began to move my channel away from strictly gaming content. Let's say from that video onward, we're in the modern era of It's Just Kyle, as the channel really became a hub for everything and represented the variety that I want to see from a channel meant to represent me. Sure, there was gaming videos and stream archives still, but that's not everything I uploaded, and the quality of compilations had only grown with time. There were still low-effort memes, but alongside them were projects that I dedicated a lot more time and effort towards. The horror shorts I always wanted to make started to appear much more frequently, and my attempts at translating my written poetry to video began here. I also started uploading recorded memories, concerts, short films for school, and I feel that this whole wide range of videos helps create a silhouette of the person that I am. Now, it would be a huge injustice to not reference the Friday the 13th video. As of the time of writing, It has over 160,000 views and 171 comments in about 4 weeks' time, which, holy shit. I have never seen numbers like those before, and every time I see the video's views, I'm just stunned. Even when it broke 5,000 views, I was completely blown away and didn't know what to say. This video alone has contributed probably more than 40 subscribers, and it has introduced traffic to videos that I thought nobody outside my close friend group would ever see. And that fact alone means the world to me. Regardless of which era you subscribe to the channel, thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been a rather weird few years, but right now, I couldn't be happier with where we are. And maybe for the first time in my life, I'm hopeful for what the future has in store for us. Hey everyone, it's Kyle. I just wanted to include this section at the tail end of the video because as interesting as Call of Duty Black Ops combat training footage is, I wanted to kind of keep to the sincerity that I referenced in this video and have just a section where it's just me talking to the camera, talking to you folks. The big question on my mind and probably a handful of other people's minds is what's next for the channel? Am I going to continue to feverishly follow meme culture and attempt to game the algorithm for views? Probably not, I'm going to be honest. I know a lot of people who are clout chasing for views, for subscriptions, and not producing a single ounce of original content, and that doesn't really feel right to me. It doesn't sit well. Whereas this channel is meant to represent me, disingenuousness is not really the name of the game on It's Just Kyle. If I can be honest, I'm currently in the process of both moving and getting a new job, so I've been pretty busy the past few weeks, and I see myself being busy indefinitely. However, with that in mind, I don't want to just stop producing content. I have never let it stop me in the past, so expect more content, but also keep in mind that I am a busy beaver, and I will continue to be probably for the future. I feel like there is 1,000 things I want to say right now, a million thank yous to people I want to issue to everyone, but trying to kind of keep to length. I'll probably just bite my tongue now, and you can check the description. I'm sure I'll just instead write a novel there instead of making the runtime an extra 20 minutes saying thank you to every single person who subscribed to me. And I'd say that's really all that I have to say on this Tales section. Expect more content in the future. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to everyone who has helped get this channel to where it is today. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Despite this channel being called It's Just Kyle, it really took a community to get it to where it is today, and I really just can't illustrate how thankful I am to everyone who has gotten me to this point. Yeah, I would say that I've said everything that I really want to say. Please check the description for additional thank yous, additional comments, additional things that I just forgot to say in this video. But otherwise, that's it. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and peace out.